to working a job.
Can I ask you a question? Because I feel like we talk a lot about hoes, we talk about a lot of the extreme. There's a lot of gray matter in the middle
Sure.
where a lot of women kind of get lost.
Yep.
For example, I think that one of the issues sometimes that I hear a lot about, and I personally may say I feel it sometimes, is that when you're also a quite educated woman, intellectual, intelligent, whatever, smart, a lot of the time, naturally, you speak in a way that stands out from other people,
Yep.
right? And I find that a lot of the time that kind of intimidates some of the man them, where they start thinking this girl is a bit too much. Now, it is not my fault that I'm smart. It's not my fault that I can put one and one together very nicely, very quickly. What kind of man is going to be able to handle that?
I have to give me a minute.
This woman laughs like I don't speak 4 languages and got 3 degrees. Now I thought,
What is she trying to say? You're not smart.
it's okay. I speak how I do for a reason. So please,
That's
sir, can
kinda
you help
rude,
me out?
though.
I'm trying to find a husband, the kind of beast that can handle a woman like me.
Well, this is another point, right? And I'm only answering generally, right? Because this is the first time I've met all of you ladies. You've all been very polite to me. You've all been very nice. I'm just talking generally. And I'm going to answer it based on your last sentence. Your last sentence was handle a woman like me.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the average man's life, like I just discussed earlier, how difficult it is, how competitive he has to be, and how many problems he has to fix. Do you think he wants to handle any woman?
Okay, so
Do you like the idea of any degree of problem? It's the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like the point of having a woman as a man, for me at least, is for her to be my peace and quiet. My life is stress. You see me, I'm rolling around with fucking security teams, and I got problems, and they're after me. And when I come home to my chick, the last thing I want to do is have to handle anything. I want her to just sit the fuck down and her make me happy. She used to be my positive energy. She used to be my sunshine in the rainstorm.
Okay.
So you're talking about him handle you. I don't know. I can't answer the question exactly. But if you're sitting there constantly arguing over small points or correcting him, he's probably thinking, this is a battle. I don't have the energy for another fight.
okay,
Yeah,
so now
yeah.
let me add extra context to what I mean as well. So obviously submission is something that people talk about a lot.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a logical person, I believe, and I submit with logic. I don't submit by default because there's
Okay.
a level of respect that I believe I need to have
Yes.
to be able to submit. Obviously, it's
I
not
agree.
that I go around and I disrespect all men and everything, but I find that my level of thought process a lot of the times,
It makes it hard. No. So I know what you're trying to say.
yeah, thank you.
You know, but you need to find a man you truly respect to submit to him,
Yeah.
and I completely respect that. And that's the same with 99% of women. Like you're never going to submit to a man you don't respect. And respect is ultimately important because you're not going to sleep with a man you don't respect. You're not going to be attracted to a man you don't respect. Respect is the bottom line of it, and the man has a job to do. He has a duty to do to be worthy of respect. But this all goes back into a very interesting point. Some of the points I've kind of mentioned earlier. If I was a woman, if I was a chick, the chance of me ending up in a relationship with a man I don't respect is 0%. I don't understand how you girls end up. Well, I do understand how you girls end up here. You end up here because of feminism, promiscuity, promises that running around taking dick is fine, dumb shit, stupid decisions. I'm independent, so it doesn't matter that he's a dummy. Bunch of garbage. When you should be waking up going, you know what? I'm going to be extremely selective, and I'm going to take my time and be very, very smart because you're the gatekeeper. By the time you're in a relationship with somebody, you should have immense respect for that man. Absolute immense respect. You shouldn't be able to get there any other way. The only reason you got there is because you've been tricked by society and lied to and told a bunch of fucking bullshit. So,
Yeah.
so you're talking about submission and respect. Yeah, it'll come when you meet the right man, naturally. And this is another point I make because I have a lot of men message me. I trust, guys, please understand, the most Googled man on the planet. I have 100,000 emails a day from people,
Damn.
and I get dudes email me, how do I get my woman to submit? And I can't reply to all the emails, but if I ever read them, I'm like, bro, you're a fucking dork. Why would she reply to you? Why would she submit to you? You're a fucking nerd. That's the truth. I'm not out here saying submit to all men. Men are the boss. I'm saying, listen, there's natural balance in the universe. When you meet a G, I've never had trouble with a woman obeying me. She just wants to. It's natural for our dynamic. If she didn't want to obey me, we wouldn't even get to the point of a relationship. If she didn't feel like she wanted to listen to me, we would have never got to where we want to get. It just doesn't work. That shit only happens when the female's fucking giving up sex too easy and the dude's just picking up easy pussy and they end up in some bullshit relationship. They don't even like each other. That's dumb shit. That's dumb shit, right? But I don't have any of these problems in my life. And if you're a dude at home and you're watching this and you go, I want my woman to submit, and she doesn't, guess what? She doesn't respect you. And guess whose fault that is a lot of the time? Your fault. That is your fault as a man.
Tell
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
No, it is.
Yes.
No.
That's what you guys need to damn here. Tell him, please.
But it's not
Tell him.
about blaming men and women because everyone has a problem. But then there's also men who are worthy of respect who women refuse to respect
True.
because of society.
Tell the
so
sisters
there's two sides to it, right? But a lot of it is if you're a capable enough man and you're brilliant enough, then the female has no choice. But it's very interesting. This goes back into a point I made earlier about how important it is for us men to find women who we don't believe have had a lot of life experience and look like they are. Because I got attacked. I'm going to make this point right now. I got attacked when the Matrix attacked me and fucking lied about me. They said that men are interested in women who are younger because they're more programmable and that they're trying to make out that I'm making out that men are out here trying to get women and fucking do bad things to them. No, what I'm saying is, if you find a woman who's younger and been through less things, less trauma, less relationships, less headache, she's lived less life, your ideals, if you ask any woman who loves her man, what's your favorite song? His favorite song. Who do you vote for? Who he votes for. What's your favorite car? His car. That's how it happens when a woman loves a man. And that makes the man feel good, right? If she's been through too much shit, then that's a lot harder to pull off. So that link is very important for men and women. But so yeah, the Matrix attacked me with that. But it's very, very interesting. You have to understand all these small sub-dynamics and why things are happening and why the world is the way it is. And the baseline of it is that everything's fucked. Men aren't acting like men and women are acting like women, and it's all messed up.
Oh yeah.
Wait, so what about like your own autonomy and like just like you can your favorite car is your favorite car, my favorite car is my favorite car. Like why does it have to?
Okay,
I
so
guess that's where I'm
It's
confused. Like why?
agreeableness.
Why does it have to be like that?
Yeah, and that's a good point, right? I understand that completely, but I'll give you an example. I'll talk from personal experience because it makes it easy for me. I have a bunch of cars. I love cars. I have 32 cars. My favorite car is X. I pick up a chick. This is my, what's your favorite car? This one. I like that one. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever, no big deal. But the agreeableness is ultra attractive. It depends what the woman wants to do, right? If I was a woman and let's say I'm 22 years old and I meet a billionaire and it's my goal to marry this man and I go to his house and I say, wow, you have so many cars. What's your favorite car? This one. Really? I thought that one too. It looks so good. Why that one? Because this. Oh, really? Okay, I'll try and remember that. That's how you get the dude, right? You don't get the dude by going, well, that one's a better color. You're a dickhead. It may be small things. It may be tiny things, but men are ultra interested in things like agreeableness.
So
we're ultra interested in the idea of a woman absorbing our worldviews. We're ultra interested. We are. That's what we're looking
What
for.
if
That's
you say,
taken away
wait,
from the woman's
what-
identity,
wait,
though.
what if you
because
say-
she doesn't like the car?
No,
So why
wait.
should she agree to a car
she
that she doesn't like?
she
Why do
doesn't-
you want to be with
she
someone
doesn't
that
have to
doesn't know
agree.
who they are?
She doesn't have to agree.
Can I say, I
I'm
like
telling you what
this
the man
one.
wants.
This is my favorite, but I
it's
like
more
yours
like it's-
too.
it's-
Yours is quite nice, you know. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it's quite good. But I like this one, but I like that one as well.
You
Is
sound
that
like
fine?
you want a slave.
Is
Like
that
someone
fine?
that doesn't
Not
have
at
their
all.
own
That's
mind.
just not going against
Wait,
them. It's just being nice. It doesn't cost you much.
It's like
to-
you can say,
it's
"Oh,
like
baby."
men don't want a girl that's nagging on them for the smallest things. It's like, why are you giving a guy a headache
No,
over
no,
a
but
that's not
car?
nagging. That's not nagging. That's
Obviously,
not nagging, though.
He's saying, oh, what car do you like? Why
just-
does she have
I'm
to say
talking-
his car?
guys,
Like, she
guys,
likes a different
I just
car.
gave you a solution, though.
I am talking about how, as a female, to be as attractive as possible to men. Now, I'm not saying you can't get a man if you say another car. I'm saying, how do you be as attractive as possible? Because
Be
you
nice
also
about it.
because you also don't understand how men think. It's different if you come to my house and choose to like another one of my cars. But what if I only have one car? And now you say, well, no, I pick you up in my BMW. Oh, yeah, it's nice. I prefer Mercedes. You know what a man thinks the second you say that?
Oh, shit.
Who picked you up in a Merc? That's the first thing that goes through his fucking mind. How do you know about Mercedes?
What
Who
if you
put you in a
what
fucking
if you
Merc?
can buy your own Mercedes?
That's not what
Exactly.
that's
What
not what
is that?
crosses the man's mind. I'm telling you how men think.
But then that's why, and that's why.
Denalva,
Yes, sorry, go on.
what percent of women can really afford their
Bro,
own Mercedes?
yeah, especially when you got
Sorry.
crowded.
No,
Women
guys,
can afford their own car. I bought my own car. I
said
drive a
Mercedes. I
BMW.
said okay. I said
Alright, I
what percent
didn't
of
know
women?
I drive a BMW.
I said okay,
Sorry,
okay.
guys,
I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy
He's
for you.
thinking I drive a
I said
Bugatti,
what
but-
the average woman makes $35,000 a year.
It's not that hard in
That's-
this UK. You
It's
know
not
that.
that
okay. I
hard.
said
I
okay.
still
We're
feel that's
talking
not
about
that
hard.
the point.
okay.
That's still venturing from the point.
I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for your car. But
No,
the
no,
average
but the
woman, I'm saying
point-
but the whole point is that what percent of women even earn that much? It's not a high percentage. So when a guy hears
But
that
you don't
have
need to
wait.
earn that much.
When a guy hears that you've been in this car and that car and that car, his automatic assumption is that you're an average girl.
And that foolishness.
And that you've been with a bunch of guys to get to that point. I've had a lot of experiences because of my dad, because my dad's very successful. But I've been in situations where I've said, like, oh, I did this, and they think it's with a guy, but it's with my dad. Because most guys assume that you were an average person.
And that's their problem.
Do you not think that's demeaning a woman to say that she can't afford a lifestyle for herself?
It's not demeaning a woman. It's looking at a balance of probabilities. If I meet an average guy, I assume he makes average money.
Sounds like a traumatized
I think it's just
been
it's
dealing with too
based
many
on
hoes.
wait. It's based on a balance of probabilities.
Can I just say something? That it's all about making a man feel like everybody says, oh, he's a top G. But it's like, if your man put up a light fitting, and you're standing there watching him put up the light fitting, or you, Denalva, they're watching a man put up a light fitting, what would you say while he's putting it up, and how would you react?
I'd be like, you're probably doing it wrong, but I'll let you finish, and then you go back and fix it.
Right, all right then, but hang on a minute. And how would you act if your man was putting up a light fitting?
I'd be like, well, no, thank you, baby.
Okay. Well,
I would be like, see, the thing is,
just answer the question. Just answer the question.
Please,
what would you say if your man was putting up the light fitting? I'm just asking a question.
I would be like, thank you, babe. Thanks for putting up the light fitting. I appreciate you.
My man put up a light fitting. I was like, wow. He got it all out. It was all in boxes. He got his toolbox. He was up there on the ladder. Whatever you want me to hand you. I was like, oh my God, you're stripping wires. Oh my God. Then he said, oh, turn it. When it finished, I was like, it works. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. I agree.
That is what he's talking about when he's talking about the car. He's not saying you can get your own car. He's saying make the man feel like he's doing something, make him feel appreciated.
That's right.
Like act like a child.
No, I agree.
You know, and that's what he's saying. He's not saying that, oh yeah, you don't like that car. It's like, my man got a car. It's like, oh my God, it's got heated seats.
That's the same way a girl likes to hear. You're the most beautiful girl in the world.
Exactly. I think it's got to be a balance, though. Like, yeah, I agree. I like to make my man feel good. When my man dresses up, I'm like, girl, you look so fine. Like, I like to make my man feel good, but he has to do that to me as well.
Listen, right.
He has to offer me that sexual
I listened to Mr. Tate, right, say about, let me put, for instance, there's an artist that I like. My man likes it too. COVID had just sort of like finished. I got 2 free tickets to go. My man said to me, you're not going. What would you do?
I'm going.
What would you do?
Why? You can't tell me what to do.
Why am I not going?
It doesn't matter. He said to you, you're not going.
Because that's just illogical submission.
I know.
Why tell me why I can't go?
Okay, no, but the whole point is you pick someone that you respect enough to trust his judgment, even when you disagree. That's the whole point.
As many of you know, I was just banned on TikTok, and we are demonetized on a daily basis on this platform. If you want to help, please consider sending a super thanks below. Every donation helps, and it helps make what we do possible.